automation
Mhm.
is interesting to me. The IT automation that's been available for quite some time. What has
Mhm.
kept us from really pushing the envelope here? I mean, we've known about DevOps, we've known about
Mhm.
DevSecOps, we've known about these things. What has kept us from really embracing those things within the healthcare industry?
Couple things. So first off, the tooling, as we talked about many times in the show, a lot of the health IT tools out there were built in 1980s and are still being sold as of the 1980s. Well, it's very hard to automate an on-premise only, very landlocked system that doesn't have API access or whatever else. You're doing a lot of fancy scripting, and honestly, the true cost of ownership of that system to be able to enable that to be automated, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. So you had ancient systems that are just now getting modernized in health IT. So that's first off, right? A true physical limitation. Two, the people who were doing DevOps before were gravitating to the Facebooks, the Amazons, or whatever. Well, guess what? They're all doing massive layoffs. And I realize that in healthcare, we pay a fair wage. We don't pay a Facebook wage, but we do pay a fair, and we give you the intangible of actually being able to deliver care to somebody. That's attracting a new generation of talent that usually didn't want to come into healthcare IT. So now I'm able to recruit and fight with some of the best because this new generation of workforce wants that intrinsic return on investment of their time, which is I want to help somebody. It's not about a paycheck anymore as it was in the old days. Third thing is that the tooling actually has become a lot simpler to work in. Now it's all drag and drop low code, and it's very easy for me to enable my staff to quickly go faster without having to be trained for years and years and years to be able to write a script to do automation. Back in the day, we would say, oh, write a PowerShell script. Well, that would take weeks to spin out. Now I could spin up a system like Ansible or OutSystems or whatever and drag and drop and boom, you're off to the races. That's powerful. I will also say this. Here's an interesting phenomenon about automation. I'm actually getting the requests from our nurses and docs coming out of school that join us say, hey, I want to code. I want to make a solution here. So we actually rolled out a low-code platform for our enterprise where our nurses can create their own apps, push to Baptist devices, and fix their own problems so that my DevOps team doesn't get in their way. My DevOps team becomes the phone a friend. Let them code. Let them solve their problems. The first app was released just a few weeks ago, which was a crash cart app. The second app was released earlier last week, which is an eye washing station tracking app. They were doing all this manually and in spreadsheets, taking hours and days, now down to minutes. They solved that problem. That culture shift takes time in healthcare to make happen. But if you look at all the tech giants like the Dell Technologies and Salesforces of the world, they've been doing this with their internal teams for forever with hackathons. So we're just now starting to get with the Joneses per se and follow that same methodology, which will permeate through the industry like wildfire.